there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 20.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Thurston. And incomplete to open things up. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going in motion left, that's Campbell. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thurston. And he will find his man on the outside.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 4. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Looking to throw. Thurston. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw. Thurston. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Thurston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they try to go for it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Thurston. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Thurston throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Thurston. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Robinson toss play left side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Robinson with another carry. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. They're going to look to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Robinson. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Thurston. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on second down. Thurston. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. Thurston. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They go play action with Hurts. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the give, here's Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Hurts changing up the play. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 115 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Oh, nice move. Taken down at the 42. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thurston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 143 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts. That's out wide here for Robinson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They're stopping behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 16. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Bijan Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a throw here, hauled in. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Robinson on a give right side. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 165 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Handoff now to Robinson. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Thurston. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
63, 63, 63, 73, 73.
He'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And Hurts going to move him around. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Bring it back.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw on second down. Thurston.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Bijan Robinson with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Thurston.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Right now, D. Let's shut him down. Give it up, D.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On first down, Hurts out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jamison Williams
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.